why so many young people are unemployed. You find that we have so many educated people who believe that for them to get employment, it's going to come to the government. Look at the word. Members, you can look at this word learn and earn. If you look at the word learn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters, and earn has 4 letters. But if you look at the first letter of learn, it has L. Then earn, it doesn't have the L. Why? It simply means you start with the learning, then you go to the earning. Yeah. And the more you learn is the more you earn. So if we are to improve our nation, and if we are to improve the next generation, we should teach ourselves and others how to learn before we earn. We can all attain experience by volunteering, appreciation.
Yeah, walk to the offices and ask them and tell them, I did this, you give me, even if you don't pay me, I will. You take that tea, only tea. It's just for a time, that you will.
And that is also another way of marketing yourself.
Yes. No, I think you should go where usually it is passion. You see, these courses that we do sometimes, they're not our passion. Because now I've found passion in what? In tourism. But I can do that. Even accounting, I love it. Yeah. But it's not. It's a little bit complicated. So.
Thank you.
There's a computerized accounting. There's a course you need to computerized accounting. They taught us Tally in school.
Okay.
And Tally is not what is used in the field. Most people know QuickBooks. No company knows Tally is. So when you say skill set, I understand, because I have graduated and people know, hey, she did BCom, she must be knowing. But I'm going to go to a company and I can't use QuickBooks because they taught us Tally. So if schools can also change, and they should have taught us QuickBooks instead of Tally.
Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Welcome, our dear viewers on Teachers TV Africa. We are very grateful to have you. And today we are going to be talking about why so many young people, educated or uneducated, are unemployed. And with me, I have a special guest.
Welcome everyone to Teachers TV Africa, the Africa that I love, that I have in my heart. My name is Chantal Atuhaire Francis. I am a tour and travel consultant at Uganda Eco Tours, and I'm also a co-founder of Speed Delivery. We do shopping, we do delivery, we do pickups, we run personal errands, and I'm very happy to meet Teacher Peter.
Wow. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure meeting Chantal. Today we are going to be looking at one thing, why so many young people are unemployed. You find that we have so many educated people who believe that for them to get employment, it's going to come to the government or through a lot of maybe connection and all that. But we have come up with 5 reasons why so many young people are unemployed today. And after sharing those 5 observations, she will take us through her journey. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. And before we begin, let me give you a scenario. Today I've seen so many people who will tell you that in order for you to succeed, you have to have a qualification. And that's why you find people going, they attain a degree. From a degree, they tell you the degree is not enough. You go for a master's. From a master's, you go and they tell you it's not enough. You go for a PhD. So at the end of the day, is it all about the so many qualifications or achievements in education, or there are certain things that we should do? There are certain things that we should be doing right. And with us today, at least, these are some of our findings based on the thousands of people or organizations we have worked with when it comes to recruitment, and also looking at what do they need if they are getting an employer. So if they are getting an employee. And to start with, one of the things that we have looked at is research.
Okay.
Research. Hope you understand what research means. You might need to know.
In regard of the career development, how does it make, how does research make me look at a job?
Okay. Is it okay if you hold it? Thank you. As you also show it to our viewers. Research, thank you. Now, if you look at it, today so many people go to look for the job, and why you might be unemployed is simply because a person will go to look for a job, but they don't take time to research about the organization or the company they are going to look a job from. You find they don't know the objectives, they don't know the vision, they don't know the mission, they don't know how that organization is staying or that business is operating. So it looks very, very risky for you to apply for a job without making background research about the place you're applying to or a place you're applying for.
When you say research, I thought if I read the newspaper, yes, okay, and I see the duties and responsibilities, and it's something that I think I can do, and I apply, that's enough research. That's what I thought.
All right, thank you very much. Chantal, I believe if you read the newspaper and apply based on the newspaper, just know that the thousands who are also going to apply, they are going to base on the newspaper. So what will make you outstanding? What are they looking at? What is the success story of that company? What have they done differently? What are they looking at? Is there any new project that they are bringing on board? If the older projects were successful or the previous projects, you might come with the same solution that they have been doing in the previous project. So the more you make research, it makes you better and more prepared than those ones who just follow what is in the advert. And then besides that, research also goes with preparation. At times you should also find out whom am I addressing my document to? Is it a she or he? It looks very awkward where there is public information and you find people addressing their information to dear sir stroke madam, and they're okay with it.
Okay. So I need to be sure if the executive director is a lady, I put madam. If it's a gentleman, I put sir.
Exactly.
The sir stroke madam should.
It should. The sir stroke madam should only come in when you are not sure. But at least if there are opportunities or if there's a platform on how you can look for that information, kindly do that. And also find out if I'm applying for a job, I can also go and quote some statistics about the company that I'm applying to or an organization, what they've been doing and what I'm going to do differently.
I think now I get you, because most of the companies now, at least they are visible online, as compared to those days when they didn't have information online. So you can go online and find out if it is a she or it is a he, like that, and then the objectives. Yeah, now I understand the research, because the internet is there. Everyone now has a smartphone. Everyone can access the internet, so they can get these things.
Now, according to you, you're going to say yes or no. According to you, do most people take time to do enough research before applying or submitting in the applications?
No, they do not.
They don't. So kindly, that's it. Our everyone who is unemployed, take time and make research.
Please do.
Thank you. Should we proceed? That's number one. You have 5. The number 2 is solution stroke value.
Okay.
Solution. Is it self-explanatory?
Solution stroke value.
Yes.
Solution is, what am I going to solve? What
Exactly.
value am I adding to the company that
Exactly.
I'm going to, yeah?
Yep.
Is that what it's
Exactly.
about?
So you find with that majorly a solution. This one goes to everyone looking for a job or everyone who is intending to look for a job. And this program is also intended for all the campuses, people at colleges and all the teachers and the tutors or lecturers. If we are training people, just know that you are training a class of thousands of people. You are giving them the same knowledge. Simply means that they become ordinary people, simply because they all have the same knowledge. So what will make you stand out of the rest is you taking time to add in what they call the value. If you add more value to yourself, you become a solution. So many employers are looking for a solution. They're not looking for just filling gaps, but they're looking for people, yes, warming chairs. They're not looking for that. They're looking for people who will add an impact or will be adding value to them. So if you're a person who is applying for a job, what should that person expect from you? Kind of don't forget this, that before even applying for a job, just know that you are thousands who are applying and your application will speak for you. So how prepared are you in your application? So in most cases, they will always employ a solution or a person with value. Not just because I have a diploma, because I have a master's degree, because I studied from UK, but what is your solution? Is that clear?
Yeah, very clear.
And do people, then a yes or no, do people majorly consider that, or for them they consider their documents?
Which people now?
Like
The
majorly,
employers?
the employees, when we are looking for the job, do we majorly take time to find out what is the solution I'm bringing, or kindly there is a job, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this?
I can say a big percentage does not, the value they're bringing to the company does not show in their CVs.
Okay.
It is just the Chrome template that we have learned from somewhere that we always fill in for different jobs, but that doesn't show the value we are taking to our employers.
Okay.
Yes.
And by the way, with that, at least we shall also be having every month here at Teachers Development Center, we shall be having a session once a month on preparing people for job opportunities and also for their future career.
Okay.
Is it clear now? Should we proceed?
To me, it's clear.
Thank you.
I hope it's clear to everyone, and please show your value in your CVs as you write them.
Example, by the way, example, like one of my value, I might be good in maybe, I might be applying for the job of maybe I'm a technician, but okay, not a technician, let me use a teacher. I might be a teacher, and I say I'm applying a job to be a teacher, classroom teacher. But apart from just classroom teaching, I will tell my employers that I can also train netball.
Okay.
Yes, and besides teaching, I also am very good in supporting children develop their talents, discover their talents.
Okay.
I also have hands-on skills like maybe in confectionery, bakery.
Oh.
So it simply means I'm going to stand out from the rest who are just saying I need a job.
Are there to teach.
They're there to teach.
Okay. Yeah.
So currently, that is one thing that we should consider. And also, that connects us to what they call the skill set. You find that today, most educated people or our society, we are highly educated, but we are not employable. Why? Because we lack the skill set. Would you have any question with the skill set?
The skill set now. Okay. You say we are highly educated, but
Yes.
we lack the skill.
Yes.
So can I say the problem now there is our education system? Is it just me as a person? Because why wouldn't I have the skill when I'm highly educated?
Thank you. I think look through your education and at campus. Which course did you do?
I did Bachelor of Commerce. And
Bachelor
I
of
think
Commerce.
it's now coming.
Okay.
Because
Uh-huh.
when we were doing BCom,
Thank you.
there's a computerized accounting. There's a course unit, computerized accounting. They taught us Tally in school.
Okay.
And Tally is not what is used in the field. Most people know QuickBooks. No company knows Tally, yes. So when you say skill set, I understand. Because I have graduated and people know, hey, she did BCom. She must be knowing. But I'm going to go to a company and I can't use QuickBooks because they taught us Tally. So if schools can also change, and they should have taught us QuickBooks instead of Tally.
Are you saying that?
Yes, it's now.
So the skill set, then
Of education and no skill, it's clear.
yes, because at the end of the day, you find so many people, they're highly educated, but their skill sets are not needed or they're outdated.
Yes, the outdated is the right word.
Sorry? Outdated or obsolete.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. So in most cases, kindly as a person looking for a job, try to look at your skill set and ask yourself, are they the needed skills? You find a person looking for a job, but when they have zero knowledge on computer, but they have a smartphone, and you ask them, why did you buy a smartphone? They have zero knowledge on research, meaning they don't have any skill when it comes to research. Everything they have to be told on how to do it. And so at the end of the day, we find ourselves failing to get the jobs, and then we say maybe the government, but at the end of the day, it's all about us. Thank you very much. Then,
okay, now for the skill set, because now everyone now has a phone in their hands, and there's internet, and there's all these things can be learned on the internet for free.
okay.
There are some that where you have to pay, but there are those that are really free. So we can improve our skills using the internet and the phones that we have.
Besides improving the skills using the phones, like we can also learn from each other. If I know you know this, I can come to you, you teach me what you know, as I also teach you what what I know, as you also teach me what you know. And members, for information, Chantal is a Yali member, yes?
I am from cohort 40.
Cohort 40.
Yali RLC.
Yali
From
RLC.
cohort
Members
40.
who might not be knowing Yali, it is the Young African Leaders Initiative, and as you can see the shirt, that's the shirt that I'm also putting on. I'm also a Yali member from the Mandela Washington Fellowship.
Yeah, they empower us to transform the Africa that we have at heart and love so much.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Should we proceed?
Yes. These are 3.
And members, by the every year, like the US government has those programs where they take outstanding young leaders to the United States or in other regions all over Africa to learn so many skills. So kindly, always follow the US pages on Twitter, Facebook, and also you can also follow us, the alumni or the alumni. You can also follow Teachers TV Africa and Teachers in Need. We always post them there. Now let us proceed. And the fourth one, we are having 5. Now the fourth one is experience. So many people are grappling to get jobs simply because they lack experience. And if you look at all the applications, whenever you go, they'll ask you your experience. So true or false? Is this understandable?
Yes, it is
And
understandable.
how best, assume how best can graduates, fresh graduates, attain experience when they're just fresh?
I think they can opt for apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is where you learn on the job. There are some few companies, there are not very many that will allow that, but there are few that can allow you to learn on the job. Then the other thing that you can do is you can be a volunteer. Personally, I did not graduate in my year.
Okay.
My year of graduation was supposed to be, I think, 2016. So I did not graduate that time. And my friend had a tour company. I had worked with him, and he would send me around while I was at campus. And then when I didn't graduate, he said, okay, but now we're going to set up office. You can come and be working as you wait for the graduation. But you have to graduate, that is what he told me. So he trained me in tourism. He gave me books to read that were boring because I was very used to the accounting. But I had to love them. So with time, I learned the tourism, I learned the costing itineraries, the routes, how much time it takes, not because I had done tourism or as a tourism student, but because they taught me like that, and I was also very willing to learn, yeah. And he gave me that because he had loved my soft skills since we had worked together, yeah. He would give me money, I go pay in the bank and bring him his change. If I gave him money and then you don't bring back my change the first time, I will not have the energy to even tell you, come and I train you, do this.
True.
So we also have to have good soft skills.
The values?
Yes, the values to the company that we talked about. And yeah, that is how I've been able to now I have a lot of experience in tourism. I even recently completed my course as a tourist guide. Yes, so I can do a tourist guide. So I can be a tourist guide, I can be an accountant, I can be a lot of things. I can be an entrepreneur, but...
And by the way, with that, does it mean that all people should get employed in the circles that they attended? Like, assume I did bachelor's in maybe hospitality. If I don't get a job in hospitality, I shouldn't.
No, I think you should go where usually it is passion. You see, these courses that we do sometimes, they're not our passion. Because now I've found passion in what? In tourism. But I can do even accounting, I love it, yeah? But it's not, for it it's a little bit complicated. So you can do where your skills,
Okay, you can do where you have a niche or the passion,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, be sincere, because you went to primary and secondary, were we guided enough when it comes to career development? Were we guided enough?
For my case, I will say no.
Okay.
Why not?
I was also not guided at all.
I will say no, but these people are very lucky to have now people like you, teacher, Okwari and this program. They should utilize it because it helps a lot. If I'd done some of these things at a young age, maybe learn a language while I was younger, because in the tourism industry, when you know a language, you are paid more than someone who's only speaking English.
Okay.
And you're sought after like that. But you see, when you're older, you have a lot of things to deal with. So if we do this thing, like I'm in vacation of Form 6, let me go and learn a French
language, or Germany.
Let me go and learn Germany. Let me go and learn Spanish, yeah? Let me go and learn baking instead of wasting time home watching TV, yeah? Watching TV is not bad, but it will not drive that car that you're dreaming about. But if you went and did a bakery class, in the near future, maybe let's say now like how COVID came and then schools were closed, a student would bake and sell to their friends on their birthdays and make little money, yeah? Okay. So yeah, it doesn't have to be something that you've studied in school. You don't have to do that you've studied in school. You can do a lot other different things. As compared to you men, for us the women, we are blessed. We can do a lot of multitasking, yeah? So you can even do three. You can do 3
tasks.
You can do 3 tasks
at one go.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much. She has also given us some encouragement and piece of advice from experience that instead of the work is staying home, at least do something that can make you more productive. And let me also share something on experience. May this sink in our minds. You can never get experience if you can never attain experience if you have not gone through an experiment. Let me repeat it. You can never get experience if you have not gone through an experiment. Experiments lead to experience. And in most cases, in experiments, we make so many mistakes. And the reason why we have a lot of unemployed people is simply because they don't experiment. If you don't have your own business, you can volunteer. In volunteering, you'll make so many mistakes, and those are the experiments. And through those experiments, you will be gaining experience. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's a big challenge to our nation that so many people don't want to volunteer. I've read over 1,000 applications because at times they're hired by companies to read them. But one of the challenges that we have found is you find 99% they don't have any volunteering experience, and they don't have even experience itself. So it simply means where there's no money, a person will not go there. One time I had a chance of talking to one of the former ambassadors of the United States, and that was Deborah Malak, the US ambassador at Kampala, Uganda. She told me one thing, that she started her career as a volunteer, and she cherishes volunteering like nothing because it exposes you to people. It exposes you to learning. People will always be patient with you because they know you are volunteering. But today we are living in a society whereby people believe if there is no money, I won't work. There are so many people who are seated at home watching TV simply because the jobs of their dreams have not yet come. And also parents make also a mistake of telling children that I used to pay your tuition maybe 1 million and I could give you pocket money of 500,000. Why should you work for a job of 300,000? Is that a job? You rather stay home and eat food. True or false?
That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Don't you have your friends who are like that? Who are still home, comfortably sitting?
Yeah. They're there. Only that after some time, after they have wasted a lot of time, now with desperation, that is when they say, I think let me just do, but you will have wasted time. And now if you had started that time when they gave you that money, maybe you would have been promoted by now. You see?
Thank you very much. Then that's it, members. So we can all attain experience by volunteering, appreciation.
Yeah, walk to the offices and ask them and tell them I did this, you give me, even if you don't pay me, I will. You take that tea, only tea. It's just for a time, that you will.
And that is also another way of marketing yourself.
Yes.
Volunteering.
When you're home, no one will know about you. But when you're there in office and the only thing that they are giving you is tea, people will come and see you. And then when you're there, be good, smile. You can't be there gloomy and you're looking at people. No, smile at people, be nice. It doesn't hurt. Can take just a smile can take you
Somewhere.
yeah, but be aggressive in a good way. Just walk there and tell them, I did this. You just give me for a little time. Let me be arranging papers from the printer. They'll give you. Also,
Okay.
the courage of God.
Okay. And also, assume you want to be a lawyer. Ask yourself, how many lawyers have you met? Why can't you go and volunteer?
Yeah.
Be with those lawyers. Work with them, even if when you are not being paid, even if when they take you to big hotels and they eat chicken and they tell you to go and eat commando, it's okay. You are learning
Then
something
the other
from
thing
them.
that they can do is do something for their community, eh? Because you can transform your community and you never, before you know it, you are also in Yali. And before you know, because Yali, we are a group of very many people with a lot of experience. From Yali, I was able to apply for AO, and from AO, that is when I applied for that tourist training course. And from there are very, very many things that have followed from the Yali program. So
Okay.
they can also, meanwhile, be of substance in their communities and look out for these opportunities and apply.
Can I tell you something funny? At the age of 22 years, I won an award. I think at the age of 25. I'm not a doctor, but I was sorry, I didn't win. I was the runners-up in Uganda. They're called the Tumaini Awards. They're organized by UNICEF, World Vision, UN, those international organizations. And I was the second in Uganda.
Okay.
But I was the second in the category of doctors.
You see?
But I'm not a doctor. But I volunteered in a project where we improved our community through sanitation, and I got an award. No one will ever take it away from me.
Yeah.
So, volunteering. So, then finally, we are looking at one of the reasons why so many people are unemployed. Our final reason or observation is land versus earn. Land versus earn. I believe this one will create a lot of questions. I don't know whether I have any question, but this is the major reason again why so many people are unemployed. Land versus earn.
This one I can relate to it because it has happened to me recently. I went to my uncle's office.
Okay.
And I was telling him, you see this speed delivery thing, it does, the money that it gives me is not a lot. Then he told me, do not work for money, okay? You do your job well, you deliver, you smile, you give people value for their money. The money will come along. Don't put all your energy on the earning, but you learn on the process. That difficult client, that one who is impatient, you be patient. For you, be patient. You let them be. You will learn in the process, and what you learn will lead to something better like that. So don't always look at how much am I earning, but look at what am I going to learn.
Okay. And according to you, look at the word. Members, you can look at this word learn and earn. If you look at the word learn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters, and earn has 4 letters. But if you look at the first letter of learn, it has L. Then earn, it doesn't have the L. Why? It simply means you start with the learning, then you go to the earning.
Yeah.
And the more you learn, is the more you earn. So if we are to improve our nation, and if we are to improve the next generation, we should teach ourselves and others how to learn before we earn. I remember there's one of my tutors at the college where I used to study from education, at the course of education or teaching. He told the students that when you get a job of 200, 300,000, don't work. That is small money. That communication
is so bad and so wrong.
Very bad, very wrong, and detrimental. Why? These are people who are just coming from college. They have not learned anything. Let them first learn, regardless of how much they earn. Next time we shall take you through the values of learning and earning so that people can also get to understand. But the reason why so many of us today are unemployed is simply because we prioritize earning before learning.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you want a lot before you yourself, packaging yourself in the best position on how you can.
Usually when you're chasing the earning and not the learning, you'll not add more value to the company that you're working for. And they'll not retain you, they'll definitely do away with you.
Simply because?
Your goal is earning. If I'm not earning, now what am I doing here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, dear viewers, for watching. And in the last 2 minutes, I would like Chantal to tell us her story. Can you share with us your story?
So I think I've shared it during
Yes.
the interview, but...
How did you find, like, are you doing what you studied?
no.
Are you, tell us more about
Because I completed my Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting at Makerere University. I registered for ACC. I think I did 2 papers and I have never gone back. I hope to go back after some time, but now I work as a tour and travel consultant at Uganda Eco Tours. I have done it since 2018, formally, but it's something that I've done like since 2011 because they would send me, go here, go there. Sometimes they don't pay me and it is okay. I'll do it. I go, pay the money and come back. And I did it, not because I studied it. I did it from an apprenticeship. Like I said, apprenticeship is you learn on the job. Yeah?
Yes.
They would bring people. There's a lady that told me, she's called Miriam. I think she's also now a Yali. She's a Mandela Washington Fellow.
I know her, Miriam.
You know her, Miriam Chasimide, yeah? She's the one who took me through tourism. Then my boss, Deo, she's called Deo Moms, has really been there for me. He makes sure I am on point. When something's wrong, he tells me no. But he doesn't do that because I have chosen to learn before the earning. That time the money I was earning was very little. And you tell me, you work. And I would work. That was okay. And that Miriam is the one that took me through tourism and made sure I learned all those things, the national parks there, what I do. Yeah, and I've gone on improving. Then when I was there, I joined Zuguto Environmental Conservation Association. It's in Rubirizi. So when we get clients, we take them there for boardwalks, for bird watching, yeah. Then from there, I applied to Yali RLC. I was admitted, yeah, in 2020. I think it was August. We had ours online, August to this September, there, 2020. Because of the lockdown. That lockdown time. Then from while we were in that training, we used to have fire chats. We used to have sessions. But in one of the fire chats, one of the ladies who was giving us a talk encouraged us to go and watch Vusi on YouTube. And in one of his videos, you're saying, don't wait to have so big. You can start small. And then that time, I was very conservative with ordering online. So I ordered for a phone. And the delivery guy called me very early in the morning and said, I'm coming. I waited for him. Then I called him after like 2 hours and said, you said you're coming. He said, I changed my route. Now I have gone this other side. You have to wait for me. I am very conscious of time. My 10 is 10. So I was frustrated. Then after I said, maybe what I can help you is that I can stop here and then you come closer. There was a distance. Yeah? I'd paid my money for delivery. Yeah? So I walked to go and find him to give me my phone. And he took all my money, even the delivery money. He did not give me some. At least if he had given me some, I would understand, because it was an inconvenience. You're supposed to bring it where I was in the time that he told me he's bringing it. So I transformed my anger, all my anger, into having my own delivery company, which is Speed Delivery. So if it is 10, it is 10. And so that was 2020. Speed was registered in December 2020. So we're still rolling. We have a few clients here and there, but I'm still working in tours and travel. So like I said, from Yali RLC, someone shared a link to Academy for Women Entrepreneurs that I applied for and got.
Under the US Embassy again?
Yes, it's also a US Embassy program. And I am there. A lot of things have happened. The ladies give you here and there. And also there is where someone shared the link to the tourist training for the female guides, for females. because I'm in tourism, I was like, let me just apply. Also, that time was when was it the time for the second lockdown? So they called us, we go, and here I am. I'm waiting to go and do my DIT to have my license as a tourist guide. But remember, I did Bachelor of Commerce in school, and
Wow.
I know I will go and do the SCCA or the CPA and finish, yeah? So you don't have to stick to what you have learned, yeah? No, you don't have to. Then the other thing, please improve your soft skills. There are very few, there's a library for the students, KCC library, yeah? And then for the adults, the internet is there, it has everything, yeah? Like these sessions, if they use them very well, you learn one or two things. I learned from a YouTube video that starts small, yeah? From my anger. So, use them. Please always check Teachers TV on YouTube, subscribe, you hit that notification button so that you get to know the new videos that are coming. You never know it. It takes just 2 minutes to change your life. Also, it can take 1 minute to ruin it. But please look forward to building your career in whichever way, work on your soft skills. Yeah, you will make it.
Thank you very much. And the reason how you started your online business is because of this solution and value.
I did not get value for my money.
You didn't get value for the money? Then you had a solution and said, now
I can do it better.
I can do it better.
Yes.
Based on your personal values.
Yes, which is time.
Time.
Yes. So now, Chantal, if I'm going to employ and then you come I tell you 10 and you come at midday, you might not get that job.
Okay, have you heard that? So remember, thank you very much. I believe if you like to change your life, don't expect any person to change your life.
Yeah.
You are the change you need. If you're not the change you need, then don't expect any change. So it has been our program, Career Foundation. If you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also don't forget to share. So as a recap, we said one of the major reasons why so many people are unemployed because of research. The second one was because of solution and value addition.
Yes.
Then the third one, skill sets. And the fourth, experience. And finally, we looked at learn versus earn.
So, like you said, the L, when you remove it from learn, that shows you that learn has to come before earn.
And thank you very much, Chantal.
Thank you, Peter, for the opportunity.
And we thank the US Embassy for also teaching us so that we can become servant leaders.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you then.
Hello everyone, my fellow Africans that I love. You see, the Africa that I really love. Please subscribe. Subscribe to Teachers TV Africa. Hit the notification button and make sure you don't miss out on anything. There's a lot to learn on our African continent, on education, on a lot of things. And trust me, you will grow. We shall grow our Africa and see it transform to that one that we are dreaming about. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, and follow us always. Yeah? Watch, send us the